Jen. And I'm Sawyer. And you're listening to Our House, A to Z.
What's up, everybody?
Happy Black Friday.
Oh, Black Friday.
Can you believe it?
It's on.
Can you even call it that anymore?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Seems a little politically, I don't know, given the racially charged climate that we're in today.
I actually don't even know where that came from.
I'm sure nowhere good.
Hell.
Yeah, probably.
Black Friday.
I mean, anybody that's been out to shop on Black Friday, I mean, hell is probably the best way to describe it. So,
Yeah, Zach and I are not Black Friday shoppers.
not even a little bit.
Maybe if there's a really good deal online, but
Oh, isn't that Cyber Monday then or something like that?
yeah,
The
but I
online
think that
thing.
some places are doing it differently this year because of COVID.
Sure.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we just want to take a second and send some love. It's a holiday week, so we're kind of veering off the normal path.
Right.
But we hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving yesterday.
Yeah, and that nobody contracted Corona.
Of course.
Right.
I mean, that's always our hope.
We really are praying over our church and our families
Yeah.
and just really trusting the Lord. I know that there are some out there who are struggling with it. You've gotten positive tests and you're trying to now navigate the holiday season and, under quarantine and all that jazz. So I know it's hard, but this will pass soon
Right.
enough.
Yes,
Soon
it will.
enough. We'll be on the other side of it and everybody will be looking back laughing at the 2020 Thanksgiving.
Let's hope so.
season. Here's to hoping.
Here's to hoping we're laughing about this
Yes, help us, Lord.
soon enough.
So now that Thanksgiving is behind us, it is on to the mad dash for everyone who procrastinates and has not already done all your Christmas shopping.
Right.
Like my wife, how much would you say? 80%?
Oh, gosh. Maybe 60.
60%?
Maybe
Really?
60. Because the kids are like almost done.
Praise him.
But it's the adults that are hard for me.
Yeah.
The adults are tricky. Zach and I actually just went out. We've gone to a few stores and gotten we got some new Christmas decorations, so that's always exciting for me.
Yay.
I had a little bit of a run-in. I actually thought I was going to be attacked.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
At home, and you were just standing there, and I felt like you didn't defend me. And I feel like
that's
maybe we should
true.
have this conversation
Yes.
with everybody listening because
well, everybody's emotionally charged right now.
emotionally charged is an understatement. I was verbally abused.
Well, you were, but if you hadn't given somebody a stink eye from behind your mask and your sweater, whatever else you were wearing, I don't even know how they saw enough of your face to think that you were grimacing.
I don't either. This is terrible.
really
Zach and I were
strange.
going into the at-home store
In Seekonk.
and
That shady place.
we were actually really excited. We were in a really good mood because
We had just gotten coffees.
we had just gotten Starbucks. We had nice Starbucks coffees we were walking around with. This was the first store we're going into. We had
didn't
no
have the kids.
Yes, they were at my mom's house doing a sleepover. So this was fantastic. Like, this is awesome. This is going to be such a great night.
Right.
We were going Christmas shopping. I was like, oh, some new Christmas decorations. I'm all excited. I walk in and I go to grab a carriage, and a girl comes in behind me to put hers away.
And
I was
she's
like,
on
okay.
her phone.
She's on her phone talking or whatever. So I stood there
and you
holding.
and I are kind of talking to each other.
Yeah, we were just kind of like chit-chatting or whatever. I said, oh, I'm going to grab a carriage. So I grabbed a carriage, and then I kind of waited a second because she was walking behind me to put her carriage in to a little bit to the right. So I looked down while I was backing my carriage up just so I didn't bump her in the leg when I was pulling out, and she
She went off.
went off.
Yeah.
She was like, did I do something wrong?
She's like, oh, what? My carriage isn't good enough for you or something? There was something really weird. I don't know if she thought you were going to take her cart from her, and then you didn't.
I have no idea. I wasn't even close to taking her
But then
car.
she said, oh, because I speak Spanish?
She said, what's the face for?
What's the face for?
I'm like, what? Wait, what is happening? Zach and I
know.
are
We were totally
staring at her like,
blindsided.
what is happening now? I have a mask on.
Oh, geez.
I'm like, what kind of face am I making right now? It's behind a mask.
Yeah.
And she's like, is it because I was speaking Spanish? And we're like, what? Yes, it was because you were speaking Spanish, and we give dirty looks to anybody who speaks Spanish.
Here's a little secret. I love Spanish, and I want Ashley to speak it around the house because it's super sexy.
Okay, that's enough.
I love it when you
Anyway,
speak Spanish. I love Spanish.
this needs to not
It's
go any
a beautiful
farther.
language.
I love the Spanish language too, and now I have a little bit of a chip on my shoulder towards the Spanish language.
You
Yes, I
don't.
do.
Don't blame it on
She was
the
super
language.
mean, and then she just is storming off and like wouldn't even engage. She just
she
like
was
had to like.
She was mad. I don't know what was going on. She's just having a tough day.
'Cause you had a bad day.
I
Trying
know.
to Christmas shop.
But it put a serious damper on my at-home experience, and I was trying to look for a Christmas tree because we were talking about possibly going fake this year. Dun, dun, dun. How'd you know I was going to do that?
Because
So
I just
weird.
know you. I just know you.
Anyway, so
Listen, I don't want to be judged for that, okay? I want to stop right here and make sure that no one's judging me.
for your Christmas tree selection
We're
for fake.
considering a fake tree for the very first time. I grew up my entire life real trees.
Same.
So did you.
Same.
We love the smell. We love the whole process.
The experience,
Go pick it
picking it out.
And I'll be
The
honest
kids
with you.
love it.
Ever since before we were married,
Yeah.
I've always had an enclosed trailer, like a cargo trailer, which means you're not even really tying it on the roof anymore. You're just kind of like you
You
bring
didn't
your
have that
trailer.
before we got married, Zachary.
Yeah, you went
No,
with
you
me to
didn't.
buy
Yeah, we
that
put it
one.
on your expedition. Our tree we used to tie to the top of the expedition before you got your first trailer.
You talking about the excursion?
The excursion.
Oh, geez, I don't know.
Remember?
Anyway, so we got to. So anyway, there's not even that classic thing of having to tie it on the roof. We just throw it in the trailer and bring it home. But it's got to be real. The smell has
Right.
to be real. The fresh cut in the driveway.
Right. It's not the same. If you don't have like
You got to be
275,000 pine needles on your carpet and
Yeah.
in your vacuum cleaner and stuck down in the radiator and
Yeah.
like under the carpet too.
Yeah.
And you're not having like if you don't have rug burn from pine needles all the way up your arm from trying to water it every day,
If you don't have a sap attack,
then you don't know
like,
anything
where you
about
have
Christmas trees.
Pine sap in your hair every time you're trying to go water it, and it's like it's got to be hot water, but not too hot, and you got to put an aspirin in it or something if you want the veins to stay open. And it's like all this. We've bought contraptions to
water it. We've done everything.
Yep.
We've tried hard.
But here's
Well
the
done,
problem.
good and faithful
We
servant.
also love our wood stove.
Yep.
And it's in the same room.
Yep.
And it just dries the living dickens out of a good Christmas tree.
Yeah.
So they die like 2 weeks later. It's like,
Right.
not even close to Christmas, and we're spray painting the tree green.
Yep.
Trying to
So
keep,
we're those people.
we're
Just
trying to ward off the fire chief and, the inspect. It's just terrible. So anyway.
don't judge us too hard. So we're
thinking
considering
about going fake this year. Phony
And maybe
baloney.
just getting and honestly, and the price we pay, it's like $120 every year for a Christmas tree.
Because we need a huge one.
And this, I think like a fake one is like $250 or something.
Yeah.
So
So
it's got to be lit and all that. Anyway,
it's hard. It's
but
hard.
am I
making
ready to like lose out
compromises.
on that experience? So we talked about maybe just going to the Christmas tree place and getting a small tree.
For the other room.
Yeah, or for outside or something to put on the front porch. I don't know.
Yeah. So the options are limitless, but listen, all of you tried and true real treers out there, we salute you. We may be switching it up this
Yeah.
year.
And I'm so excited to decorate for Christmas. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm not an early decorator. It has to be after Thanksgiving because
Has to be.
Thanksgiving has its own decorations.
Yeah, fall. I mean, nothing's
Yeah.
better than fall.
Yep,
so.
can't do it. Turkeys and snowflakes don't mix.
Right. But listen, don't get stressed out. Don't be the one who's like, going off on people out there in shopping centers and stuff.
Right.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be or girl
Or girl.
because it's mean and it ruined my really nice night. So I was really disappointed.
It didn't ruin anything.
did.
It didn't, because you know what?
It was
She's
really
broken
discouraging because I feel like I'm always smiling at people.
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
But nobody can see that behind
I
the
know that.
mask. That's the problem. And your grimacing eyes are the same as your smile eyes. See? Like right now, if I couldn't see up below your nose, it looks really creepy. So anyway, the point is, don't be that guy. Just give somebody the right of way. And just, you know what? If somebody else comes up and they want the last thing on Black Friday today when you're out shopping and you want it too, just give it to them because God's
Right.
got something better for you.
Right. So we don't have a whole long drug out podcast. There's nothing really important except that we just wanted to say
Merry
Hi.
Christmas and hi.
and hi. And
We love you.
yeah, so we were just taking a little time off, taking the week off and not recording a full podcast. But we will be back next Friday,
Yeah. Come see us.
same time, same place, Friday morning.
Love ya.
Love you all. Happy weekend.
I didn't know you had elves working here.
This is Messer. And I'm Willa. This is our house from A to Z. Thanks for coming over.
He's an angry elf.